You are listening to the FTWpodcast.com, where we talk about wrestling in all of its laughable glory. Here's a clip from this week's episode.
You can ask us questions by emailing questions at FTWpodcast.com. You can send us a tweet at FTWpodcast, use the hashtag FTWLive, and also post it on our Facebook wall. Let's just briefly talk about the card in general. So far, scheduled, John Cena versus The Rock, Undertaker versus Triple H, Daniel Bryan versus Sheamus, CM Punk versus Chris Jericho. I believe it was made official finally that Cody Rhodes would be defending the Intercontinental Championship against Big Show. That was on SmackDown, wasn't it, Joe?
I'm sorry, say that again?
That Cody Rhodes would be defending the Intercontinental Championship against Big Show?
Yes.
So those are the official matches so far. There's also rumors about the Money in the Bank match being brought back just for WrestleMania. Obviously, we saw some teasing of an Orton versus Kane on Raw. And now that Santino has the U.S. Championship, maybe there's a rematch there for Swagger. Maybe they involve Atunga and Laurinaitis and make it a six-man tag team match, kind of filler type situation. So Heel Zaheer, he sent us an email. You can follow him on Twitter at Heel Zaheer. He said, "I'd love for you guys to discuss the WrestleMania 28 card and how you guys would put each confirmed match in order. Would you put Rock, Cena before Taker or after Taker and Triple H?" So, Joe?
That makes it very difficult only because of the cell. But I'm going to say that Rock Cena is going to close the show. I would put the Hell in a Cell before that.
Same here. I think Cena versus Rock is the last match of the card.
Yeah, I agree. This is the match they've been building. It's going to be the last one. I would have 20-0 at the end, but I don't have any doubt that Cena and Rock's going to be at the end.
What do you guys see in opening up?
I already stated that's going to be the world title. But I want to jump right back to Raw. I know this, it's a little crazy for me to do this, but Kevin, do you think that the Hell in a Cell match is completely overbooked at this point?
No, and my main reason for that is we haven't seen a lot of Taker. Obviously, they said Taker's going to be back next week.
No, but I mean,
to give his side, but I don't think so.
Even though not only are they doing, Triple H versus Taker for the third time, now they've made it a gimmick match with Hell in a Cell, and then they added HBK as a special guest referee. I mean, the only thing they need to do is make it also a bra and panties match, and I think you can really just push this one and have like 50 run-ins, and it'll be like, I don't know, a debacle. I was going to make a joke about it being a TNA match, but that'd be over the top for a lot of the TNA stuff. And Rob, don't give me shit. TNA does do a lot of overbooking with run-ins. I'm just going to say it.
All right. I don't think so. It's a fair point.
To answer Garvin's question, if Santino versus Swagger for the U.S. Championship becomes an official match, I would have that as the show opener. Otherwise, I would have Cody Rhodes versus Big Show for the opening to the show.
Yeah, and back to piggyback on that, just so I can answer the question. I think it'll end up being Bryan and Sheamus unless they have a Money in the Bank match. If they do have Money in the Bank, I think they would start off with that. I think it would really get people energized for the pay-per-view, and I think it'd be a good start.
Yeah, the live chat is saying that the Rock and Cena match is obviously the final match. Hell in a Cell should be second to last, and possibly Punk versus Y2J in the middle. So I think, personally, I think it would be great to see like a Daniel Bryan versus Sheamus, like you said, Joe, to open up. I think that's a great match to put at the very beginning. Just because realistically, you have 4 to 5 matches that can be really fantastic. when you look at it. I mean, this is shaping up to be an epic card, on paper at least. So,
Well, you've heard our thoughts, but now we want to hear from you. You can find us on Facebook and Twitter, and even join us live every Tuesday at 8 p.m. at the FTWpodcast.com.